Welcome back, everyone. So today I want to talk about two super powerful improvements to your system. Again, we're working with this old machine, with this old computer CPU, and guess what? Yes, look at that. I have reduced it back to 1 gigabyte of RAM. I did this because the 2 gigabytes, when I use this laptop, this Toughbook, it gets hot underneath with the 2 gigabytes, and it's too hot. So for my preference, so I went back to 1 gigabyte of energy-friendly RAM. This is just a very simple Hynix pair of RAM chips. They're basically DDR2. Let's see. I'll go over them in the next video. Please let me just show you these tricks. So again, we're back to the this base system configuration with the 1 gig of RAM. Anyway, let's talk about these two improvements that caught me by surprise. I've forgotten about these from years ago, and so let's talk about them right now. Again, this is Windows 10 for those of you that are just joining us and haven't taken the time to look at all the other wonderful videos that we have produced for you, and you should go back and look at all the others if you have some time. But anyway, this machine is running Windows 10 Professional, and the build, because always when you talk about Windows 10 you have to tell them what the build is, because it's always changing. What do you expect, right? It's Windows 10. Why did I just lose my... Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. Come on, Microsoft, you evil monster. Okay, so... oh no, Microsoft, you're such an angel, not a monster. So I was just trying to pull up the about details here, and it's not going to let me. So let's look up system information. Here we go. So it's version 10.0.16299. I think it's the 1709. It's not the latest from April. This is the one just before April's release on this old Toughbook. So I'm gonna leave that alone, and I can probably explain what happened. But let's look at these two major optimization tools. Basically, you can get them at this website, outertech.com. Okay? And the one you want, the one that I have just tested, and you can certainly get Cacheman 10. Cacheman 10 is the latest version. Okay? And go here and you can learn all about it. It's very powerful. But I didn't even use it. I used this very old version from the Windows 95 days, and I had a huge benefit. Okay, so this is again a 32-bit x86 version of Windows 10 Professional, and I used the simple Cacheman 5.5. You can download it here. And this is the site, right? outertech.com en Cacheman Classic. Okay, so outertech.com. Enough of that. Download it, and then you can run it. And we'll go ahead and run Cacheman here. And basically I just want to show you how to set it up, because it's a little tricky. In any way you set it up, it should work fine, but the way I did it, if you're going to use this older version, Cacheman 5.5, the best way to do it is to use the wizards. Just go to show wizards and do all, okay, and it'll walk you through, and you just accept all the defaults. You don't have to change anything, just say okay, next. And then one thing I don't want Cacheman to do is to load up on Windows Start. Now you may want it to, but I don't want to add more programs to my system, so I turn this off and turn these off. Okay, and then it will ask you to reboot. You reboot, and you're doing much faster. Then your system is doing much better. Okay, so what is that? That is OuterTech Cacheman Classic here at outertech.com. Okay. So the next one, and probably the most powerful, and this is because I use this machine to do mainly YouTube uploads and YouTube videos. I like to watch them with it, and so we're going to test that and show how well it works. So to assist with such a thing, with all your web activity, you need to know something very important. This is, you need to understand this thing called the host file. The host file, there's so much information out there on the web about it, and so I won't try to give you all the answers, all the explanations, but let's go to where you can acquire the very best version, stop this, of the host file. Okay, so it's host file, and come down here. The experts for years and years on the host file is right here at WinHelp 2002. I don't know why that's the name. It's a very old website, but they keep it updated. And here is where you get the host file. So here it is. You download it here, and this was updated in April 2018. It's about a monthly update, but it's extremely valuable. You just right-click it and pick Save Target As, okay, and you just save it to your computer. So here you can go to your downloads and open your folder, and I moved it to hosts. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. So here is where you downloaded it, and you just extract all. Okay, and you tell it to extract it there, and then you show the files after they're extracted, and it gives you the installation file here. So to run this, you have to run this as administrator, okay, and it'll quickly copy the host file to its proper location on your computer. And here is the challenge. Okay, I'm doing a little extra effort. You may not have to do this, excuse me, but Microsoft will consider this to be a virus attack. So what I've done is I open Windows Defender, and I've made an exception for this file so that basically Windows does not delete it. So I open up my Windows Defender here, and you see I just picked here and right clicked and picked open. So here I go to Windows Defender, and I go to, let's see, this here, details, Okay. Well, I'm not going to get to it. Let's see. We're at the home. Okay. So here, go to this one. And then... Nope, I don't care about this. I guess I gotta go here to the settings. Aha. So this is it. Add or remove exclusions. So you have to add an exclusion. And here's my exclusion. Windows System 32 drivers, etc. host. So this is the folder and where the file is located. You may want to make a note of this. Okay. So you just click here, call it a file. And I can put that in the link below so you have it available to you. But here you would go and find it, see Windows System 32. And you gotta go to drivers. Etc. This folder here. See? And this is your host file. So that's what you select. You say open. And when you do that, it'll say, do you want to allow it to make changes? You must say yes. I've already done it, so I don't need to add another one. But this gives you that exclusion, so Windows doesn't attack what you added. And there's good reason for why they might just do that if you're not careful. Then one thing I also want to do is keep Windows from overwriting this file, because more than likely that is a high possibility. So to do that, we basically must set the attributes of the file as read only. So to protect this file, we must set its attributes to read only. And to do that, we've got to go to File Manager, File Explorer. Now here, I'm just right-clicking on the Windows button to get this menu, okay? So here, let's go to I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. No. Okay. Okay, sorry for this. I wanted to go to this location quickly, but it's not letting me. So we have to go through it the long way. Let's walk through it again. Oops. Yeah, that's a network drive. So here we are. Windows, System 32. I know this is painful, but it'll help you remember where it is. System 32, and then go to drivers, and etc. And in here is the host file. Now, let's look at the attributes of this file. What is this? So this file is set as read only. You see that R? That is the read only attribute. So you right click on it, and you have to be administrator doing this, okay? So you may have to log in as administrator, or if you have administrator rights. Here, looking at the properties is where you set read only, okay? And my OK button is down here, so you just say apply or OK. And it might ask you to give the administrator password if you're not logged in as administrator. But this gives you an added level of protection to keep Microsoft from overwriting this file with the old version. This is the backed up version, okay? When you ran that install program, it creates a backed up version for you so if you need to make the switch back, you can quickly. But I think you'll be very happy with this, especially when you see how much it speeds up your computer. So for now, I'm going to stop going over these details. This has been a very long video, and I apologize. In the next video, I'm going to demonstrate the new speed of the system with these two changes. And we're going to do some just video watching online like normally at YouTube, and prove this is an amazing two improvements for the system, speed improvements. So please, if you enjoy these, please subscribe. Tell others you know that want the faster Windows 10 to subscribe and to get the updates for the next video. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.